beach is always my happy place, right? What an amazing day I've had. I'm not here to like, like look at me, look at me, look at me, kind of thing. Honestly, I just want this to be a memory for future me to come back to and go, remember this day. It was a good day. And like nothing amazing's happened, but little things, and half the things I don't even remember right now. But like, it's been a really good day. I do this thing when I go to the beach. I put my hands up in the air before I do my jumping for joy. And I tell you what it is. And it basically means me putting my hands up in the air to the beach or to the ocean, basically to say, thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God. Thank you, my angels, right? And I haven't done that for the last couple of days, but that's okay. But today there's been these just little signs all over the place and reminders to laugh. And it came back to this afternoon. Okay, let me go back. So I'm about to go to Bali. Okay. Now there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. The Middle East is, they're blowing each other up. Okay, and it's really sad to see and to see and see, and hear about, innocent kids and people getting caught in the fire of this, innocent people dying, and that's the worst thing about war. That's why I hate war, because innocent people die, not the people that say, oh yeah, press the button, doesn't even phase them, right? They go to sleep. Where these poor people are like their houses have been blown up. But this is not a political talk, right? But that does affect my trip to Bali. How does it affect your trip to Bali, Dora? Hey, how you going? Stormy, how are you? How does that, how does the Middle East affect my trip to Bali? Well, in Dora in true style, like my nickname is Dora, okay? Explorer Dora 80, that's my channel name. I'm an adventurer, right? I'm about to go to Bali for 10 days to meet up with a fellow YouTuber. Now, I didn't book my flight back to Australia. I booked a one-way ticket to Bali. Why did I do that? Well, it gives me options, right? I plan to be away for a month. I've got a month off my work. I'm self-employed. I've told my clients that I'm not going to be back for a month. So I had a friend that still might come meet me in Bali, along with my YouTuber friend, and she might come with me to other parts of Indonesia. I'm half Indonesian. My mother's Indonesian, my dad's Australian. And I've been to Indonesia a few times. Last year I went to Indonesia to visit my family. They're in Sumatra. That's the biggest island of Bali. Oh, it's the biggest island of Indonesia. Bali is just a little bit of Indonesia, but everyone knows Bali, right? So anyway, where am I going with this? I bought a one-way ticket. I didn't buy a ticket back. And guess what's happening right at the moment? Fuel prices are going up. Guess what else is also happening? Flight prices are going up because big planes need lots and lots of fuel to fly them. So, should I book a flight right this minute? No. I mean, a normal person would say, yes, go book a flight right now before the prices go up even more. But I don't know when I'm coming home. I don't know where I'm going home from. So I could go home from Bali, book a flight home from Bali, but I might end up in Sumatra, which is right at the top of Indonesia, and then I could fly home from there. I wouldn't need to go back through Bali. So, and I might I was thinking about going to Langkawi. I mean, these are first world problems, right? These are, I feel like a spoiled brat when, there's poor innocent people getting blown up somewhere. Someone's got here, Adrian's got legitimate, yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I should really book another flight home, right? But, hey, Paul, this is actually great timing that you've turned up. I wanted to share my day. I'm actually wanting to share my day with my future self. And if someone wants to join me and have a chat, it's great. But I've had a really, really grateful day. And there's been little signs from different places telling me that all is okay. And it all comes back to my father. Paul D. Australia knows a little bit about my father. My father's no longer with us, and he still is a big part of my life, even though he's not here with me. And I've been getting these little signs, and it tells me that I'm on the right path, right? Everything's okay, and he's proud of me. And today's been interesting. I've been hearing, obviously there's a lot of stuff going on in the news. I don't watch the news, but I hear it on the radio. I hear different things, right? You can't not hear what's going on in the world, right? And, fuel prices are going up. Now, I haven't booked my flight home from Bali because legitimately I don't know when I'm coming home from Bali, where I'm going home from Bali, like where I'm going after Bali. So if I booked a flight home from Bali, I could end up, in Malaysia. I could end up in Langkawi. I could end up in Koh Lipe. I'd love to go back to Thailand, to one of the islands in Koh Lipe. I've got a month off, and I've got 10 days to, hang out with Paul. I mean, not all the whole time, Paul's going to do his thing. I'm going to do my thing. I'm hoping Jazz might turn up still, but you never know. She might not. But, I've got options. I could go to Sumatra to visit my family. I could go to Florida. Oh, oops, sorry about that. I could go to Flores, or actually I would like to go to Komodo Island to see the Komodo dragons. I'd love to see that. And then that would make sense to fly home through Bali. But I might not do that. I might, at a whim, go, you know what? I'd love to go to Korea. Who knows? Dora's like that. I've got a month off. I'm solo traveling, and I'm not planning to spend a lot of money, but I've got a month off, and it's a luxury to have, right? And I could right now go, you know what, Dora, go book your flight home because those flights are going to get really expensive. But it's also jumping on the bandwagon of like everything's going to hell, just book your flight and then just come home from Bali, Mutiara. Like it is what it is. That's Mutiara is my real name, by the way, just in case you didn't know. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to. But let me add to this, right? Dora has a trip planned, a dream trip, guys, at the end of the year to go to Africa. Guess what she's done? She's only bought a one-way ticket too. I've just got an email saying, you should probably book your flight home because flights from Africa are just like crazy prices right now. And I'm like, it's not till the end of the year. I'm not going to get pushed into the perpetual, scare tactics of that the media do for us. I mean, I know legitimately there is stuff going on, right? And yes, prices of fuel are going up and flights I'm sure are going up, but I'm not going to go home and jump on and go, oh, I have to book a flight home from Bali now, otherwise I'm not going to get home. I'm just going to let it go. I'm just going to trust the universe and in ways trust my dad. My dad met my mum in Indonesia. He loved Indonesia. He actually got a boat from Darwin to Bali back in the day. Or was it? No, yeah, from Darwin, I think, to Bali. I don't know, somewhere up there. That's how we ended up getting to Indonesia back in the day, right in the 70s. He caught boats. There was flights, obviously, but, he caught a boat. Yamas has got, hello, madam. Please, can you let me? Okay, this is probably going to be some dirty comment next. But anyway, so yeah, so I've had some really interesting things happen today that it's just reminded me that everything's okay. I'm in the right place. I don't know if you trust signs, but I definitely trust signs, and I see signs from my father. My father's been passed away, I think 9 years this year, and I went to the house this afternoon. So at the moment we're renovating our house. The house used to be the house that my father used to own, and it's pretty much been gutted underneath the house. Paul's got here, prices may come down just as quick as they went up. Stay with your original plans. Exactly. Exactly, Paul. That's why I'm just trusting myself. Like, I don't want to just jump on the bandwagon. So this afternoon, I went to the house and the slab's been put down. And of course, Dora's like, can I sign my name in the slab, right? And I just had this overwhelming feeling. And this is what I want to come back to one day, Mutiara in the future, to come back into this moment, to drop down and say, what a thankful day you've had. regardless of what's going on in the world, I'm not being ignorant of what's going on in the world, but like, you can only live in this moment right now. All you have is now, right? Um, and I wanted to sign my name in the concrete, right? Because it's just been put down, and it's kind of curing kind of thing. And AKA Diego, which is Ben, said, "Oh, maybe go on the other side. That way you could probably write your name in it, something, right?" So I went over the other side, and I just had this overwhelming feeling to go, "Hi, Dad," because you know the property is my dad's house originally. I bought it off him back before he passed away, before he even got sick. Um, and so it's my dad's property, right? My dad is everywhere in this land, even though the place where he used to live is probably no longer. It's still the same land, right? Dropped a like. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much, Lucky Shamrock. Lucky Shamrock. It's even another sign for me. It's another sign. Thank you. Thank you. So I went over and I just felt compelled to write, "Hi, Dad." Hi, Dad. Love Muti. Because they used to call me Muti. Because my real name is Mutiara. It's Indonesian for pearl. But my nickname is Dora. It's much easier to say Dora. So, Paul, you can call me Mutiara if you like, or you can call me Dora, or anything in between, right? I answer to many names. But I just felt compelled to write, "Hi, Dad. Love Muti." And then I stepped back and I realized that where I wrote "Hi, Dad" was where my dad's bed was set up back in the day. And my dad spent a lot of time, listening to the radio on that bed. I would come over and visit my dad, and he would just be having a cup of coffee, lying on the bed, listening to the radio, right? Um, and I'm just like, I mean, this to anyone watching this, it doesn't mean anything to you. It doesn't matter. It's not the point. I'm not letting. I don't care that you're watching me. I don't care if you don't even listen to me. I don't care. This is for me as my new, like, this is the digital, album for me to come back into the future and go, that moment. And it might not mean absolutely anything to anyone, and I don't care, right? But for me, I stepped away and I went, cool. I just wrote "Hi, Dad," where I would have come in so many times in my life to say, "Hi, Dad." And my dad would, say something to me lovingly. So yeah, it's nice to have those signs. Like, my dad's been gone for nearly 9 years, and I'm about to cry. I'm going to cry. I don't care. It's okay. They're happy tears. You know, um, and it's so nice to have that. Like, some people you lose, and you can hardly get any connection back from them. You feel so disconnected, right? Because they've gone. Um, but yeah, I loved my father, and he'll always be in my life, and it's so nice to have that today. So nice. And yeah, as I said, I've had all these signs for the last couple of days. It's been the last couple of days, actually. I've been thinking about, like, oh, the fuel's going up. Should you book the flights home? No, no. And I've even heard me, like, subconsciously in my head, my dad say, don't worry, just go with it. Just trust the universe, trust the process. And you know what? The worst thing can happen is the flights go up and you have to pay, I don't know, for a flight home. I mean, it's not going to cost $10,000 to come home, right? I hope not. Otherwise, I'll stay in Indonesia. um, yeah. But anyway, future Mutiara. Hi, how you going? And I'm sure you've had more of these happy moments and these signs from your father. And I'm sure you had an amazing time in Indonesia and that trip a month away. Whatever you do, if you go to Komodo Island. Is it No, it's not Komodo Island. It's Lombok. Lombok. Lombok, which is where the Komodo dragons are. If you go there, or if you go to Flores, if you go to Gillies, if you just stay in Bali. I was actually even thinking about it'd be pretty cool to stay in Bali for a whole month. As I said, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't been to Bali in 15 years or 16, I don't know, a long time. It would be interesting to see what it's like. But yeah, future Mutiara, everything's right. Everything's in place. And thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you, angels. And these are happy tears, right? And you know what ends this little bit of gratefulness, right? My background, a lot of my working life has been helping people get jobs. And I just went to Woolworths, a local shopping centre, supermarket. I wanted to get some matches because I bought some mozzie coils because in Indonesia you can get bitten by mosquitoes all the time. I get bitten by mosquitoes all the time. So when I'm sleeping, I'm going to put a mozzie coil on, and I forgot to buy matches. So anyway, I went to get some matches, right? And I ran into a guy that I helped many, many years ago. I I helped him find many jobs. He had a disability, only very minute, really, and a bit anxious or something like that. Anyway, I used to help him get jobs, and he was a nice guy, Mark Elliott, I think his name was. I can't remember. I shouldn't say names, but anyway, Mark. I think it was his name Mark. Anyway, um, and I'm talking like, oh, this would be 15 years ago, right? I spent a lot of time with him, driving around, helping him get jobs, and he was a good guy. And he's now got a job at the local Woolworths, and he's been there for like at least 10 years. And every time I see him, it's a reminder that I helped that person once upon a time. I mean, I'm not a fellow that helped him get the job at Woolworths, but you know, I was part of his journey in getting him back to work. And I'm like to pat myself on the back, like it's good to pat yourself on the back sometimes and go, good on you, because in jobs these days, it's hard to get at that satisfaction. Depending on what you do, right? If you're a doctor and you save someone's life, that's you get a pat on the back all the time. Um, I think that Paul's got here. I think there is a limit on how many matches you can take on a plane. Yeah, I'm probably just going to take one because in the camper van that we're living in at the moment, we left the matches outside and they got wet. So we need some matches at home too. So I was only going to take one box, and I can buy them in Indonesia anyway. But I just thought I'd just buy one pack. Um, but yeah, yeah, life's good. As I said, it was so good to see Mark working, and especially the job of helping people find jobs and employment. It's not a very thankful job. Like people don't. I mean, I don't do it to say get thanks all the time. God no. Um, but sometimes I put a lot into my work, and I go probably beyond what I should do sometimes, and you don't get much thanks for it. It's part of your job. You just do it right. And it's nice to see someone working, and you think, well, maybe you helped him along the way. Maybe I didn't either, so it doesn't really matter. But I got a little kick out of it this afternoon on my day of all this happiness and thankfulness and, you know, reminders of my dad and to know that everything's okay. It's an awesome feeling to be happy. It is, Paul. It really is. Um, yeah, it is really nice. And I think that you've heard the saying, get your ducks in a row, right? Um, so I have these little ducks. I have one particular duck that I love that I carry around when I travel, and I'll take him to Bali with me. I take him everywhere I go. But I have some ducks in the backyard, and I set them up in a line. And in this process of renovations that have happened in the house, they've been pushed over. One got squashed at one stage by steel, but then the steel got taken off, and he's just sprung back up. He's just a plastic duck, right? Different sizes. And I put them in a row, and then they always fall over. And then I put them back on a row. And Diego said to me yesterday, he goes, "Oh, the electrician said, what's with these ducks?" And he goes, "Oh, my missus likes ducks." She goes, "Yeah, they're in a row. It's weird." But that's the point, right? I put my ducks in a row, and yeah, my ducks in a row at the moment, and it's amazing. Yeah, very grateful. So anyway, I think I'm gonna end it with a funny story, a very funny story. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to say it. No, I'm going to say it because my future self needs to remember this day. Because, you know, even though it's a serious day, like, you know, some of these reminders are like, you know, they make me want to cry, right? But something happened today to flick me back into that just laugh. You know, it's really good to laugh. Laughter is, you know, contagious. It's really good for you. It's good for your soul. It's good for everything, right? My dad had a pretty cool sense of humor too, so it's probably where I get it from. But so anyway, let me just put you into a place. Dora drinks a lot of water. I have to go to the toilet a lot, right? So you know this is going to a toilet story, right? So you can just go away because you know you don't want to hear the toilet story. Um, so when I'm working, right, I always make my lunch, right, because it saves me money because I'm always trying to save to go overseas, right, and it stops me buying bad food, right, because Dora will eat and eat. She is a foodie, right? She loves food, and when she's hungry, she'll just eat anything in front of her. Like that's quick. Let's get that. So if I make my lunches, there's no thinking about it. Just eat your lunch, right? So anyway, got my lunch today. I have like two freezer packs in between it in a little lunchbox thing. It's heavy. Then I put it in like a bag and I carry it with my handbag. So anyway, I went and put that on the back of the door at the toilet door. Oh my god, check this out. Look at this. This dog has a remote control car. It's massive. Massive. This guy obviously owns the dog, but the dog is in a remote control car. Oh, hopefully it comes back and I'll show you. It's hilarious. So anyway, back to my toilet story. So I put the heavy bag back of the door and I lock the door and I go sit on the toilet. And, you know, I'm doing a number one, guys, okay? And then suddenly I look over, the door is opening. Like it's swinging open. And I'm like, I'm in a public toilet. There's going to be people walking past. I'm like, crap. So I just jump up. Now I'm in a big cubicle too. This is another thing. It's not just in front of me. Okay. I'm in a big cubicle. Not a disability toilet, but like it's a corner toilet, so it's a bit bigger. I don't know why. It's a bit bigger. So anyway, I jump up without thinking and I quickly shut the door. And then I quickly get back on the toilet and, you know, finish off number ones. And then, you know, I stand up. But then I realize I look down on the floor, and I've weed on the floor because I've jumped up in such a fright because I'm scared that someone's going to look and watch me go to the toilet. I've literally, instead of stopping, like, you know, using your pelvic floor to stop your wee, which is, you should have done, Dora. But I was just like so shocked. I was like, jumped up and quickly shut the door. I must have weed on the ground. Someone watching this is going to be like, oh, fuck. I don't do this for you guys. I'm doing this for me. I find this funny, okay? And my future self will piss herself laughing and going, oh my God, I remember that. You idiot. In a good way. You idiot in a funny way. And you know what it reminded me? It was just, you know, my angels, my universe saying, smile, laugh. It's funny. Don't take things so seriously, right? This thing about, you know, what's going on in Iran and like the flights, you know, the flights are going to be so expensive. Fuel is so expensive. Blah, 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 blah. You know, stop it. Just laugh. Just enjoy the moment, Dora. And I laughed. Of course, I put the toilet paper on the ground and mopped it up and chucked it in the toilet paper, in the toilet and flushed it. No one's the wiser, except I told you about it. But it's funny. I mean, some people don't get toilet humor. I do. I think it's funny. Um, okay, there's a guy coming past. I think he's noticed me. Shit. I hope he hasn't noticed me. He's a local guy. He has a disability. He's friendly as anything. But if he stops, I'm going to have to stop and say hello because he won't shut up. He's a nice guy. Oh, shit. He's seen me. I think he's seen me. No, he hasn't. Okay, I'm not going to show you guys. He's a really nice guy. I used to work at the local shopping centre back in the day, and he used to push the trolleys. Unfortunately, people with disabilities, that's their jobs. You know, they push trolleys. It's really sad that that's what we pigeonhole people to do, right? But hi, Matthew, how you going? Matthew, did I meet you the other day? Are you from Perth? But anyway, Yeah, he's a really nice guy. He is very friendly, as I said, yeah. But it's interesting. He has a disability. He worked as a trolley pusher for many years. Then he got a job at a friend's fruit shop, one of my friends' fruit shops, and worked there for many years. And then I think he went and worked somewhere, maybe trolley pushing somewhere else. You know what? He paid a house off. He has paid his house off. Back in the day, he bought a house, he paid it off. So someone with a disability pushing trolleys paid off a house. Isn't that amazing? And now he lives in a house. His mum died just, a couple of years ago, and he's living by himself. He gets, support from the NDIS, but, he legitimately paid for a house by himself. Isn't that beautiful? No, I'm from Outback in Australia. Oh, cool. Whereabouts in the Outback? Do you have? Oh, did I talk to you the other day? You said that you had like sheep and cows, all different kinds of animals. Was that who I was talking about the other day? We're talking about all your animals? Yes. Okay, cool. Hello, how are you? Whereabouts in the Outback are you? In Queensland, Northern Territory, Western Australia, South Australia, New South Wales? It could be anywhere in the Outback, right? That's one trip I have not done. Actually, this is my future self telling me. What? N? Northern Territory, I think you mean. So my future self is going to watch this video one day, okay? I want to just remind my future self that last year I applied for a job. So Matthew and Paul, if you're still there, if you're in Australia, you're aware. Oh, you're South Australia. Okay, cool. Um, do you know Jayco? There was a job advertisement for a year contract for Jayco. They advertised it as the best job in the world. It was also a bit of a competition. So basically, you had to do a 1 minute video, make a 1 minute video telling them where you'd like to go in Australia and why that you should be the Jayco correspondent. Now, I didn't win, okay, but I put a lot of thought and like thinking and manifesting and just the thought of like, how cool would it be to be a Jayco correspondent for 1 year? Like, they give you a van, you travel around Australia, they pay for your fuel, which would be really convenient right now, right? Um, and you get to make content traveling around Australia. I mean, how cool would that be? I mean, I love travel, but I live in the best country. Like Matthew, Paul, you got to say, we live in an amazing country. We live in an amazing place. I'm very, very grateful for that too. Um, but I didn't win. But my video, I should actually share it on YouTube one day. The video was me talking about how I've been to, London and Rio and old London town. No, New York, London. No, how's that song go? I've been to cities that never close down, from Rio to New York and old London town. Like I have. I've been legitimately to those places, right? But I've never been to the centre of Australia. What when with the fuel? Yeah, so the job was they would give you a Jayco van to use for 1 year, and they pay for your fuel to travel around Australia. So I'm just saying that, like, right now with the fuel prices going up over the roof, with the stuff happening in the war in Iran and stuff, Middle East, it'd be quite cool to have that right now. But anyway, I didn't win, but I legitimately have been to Rio, New York, and old London town, but I've never been to the centre of Australia. Have you, Matthew, been to the centre of Australia? Have you been to Uluru? I'd love to see that rock. I'd love to see it. And like, not just the Uluru, like, is it Kings Canyon? There's supposed to be some beautiful stuff in it around the back there. I'd love to do that trip. That is one trip that I really would like to do. Maybe not right now with the fuel, but whatever. Um, but yeah, um, you didn't win, Dora. You did not win. But right now, I've been living in a Jayco for the last 7 weeks, literally. Be careful be careful what you wish for, and be careful what you think about, right? Because it can happen. So I'm thinking right now of, just being happy. I don't think I want anything in this world just to be happy and healthy, and to my friends and family to be happy and healthy. People can say that, you want to manifest a big house. Like, legitimately, look at this big house right across the road from me. Look at this big house. Look at this big house. No one's ever living in that big house. It's an eyesore. This is another nice, that's a nice house kind of thing. But you know, I manifested, I was thinking so much about, you know, winning that trip. I could even see myself driving the van and like going to see, like seeing my first vision of like Uluru. Like, wow, I can't wait to see that one day. But I saw myself, I just saw it, and I knew that Diego would be with me too. And I could just see it. I didn't win this time, right? But maybe I did win anyway, you know? Maybe you did win. Because if I won that trip, could I have gone to Bali to meet up with Paul? Yeah, I could. I could. But technically, you know, my job was to be here working for, you know, Jayco, making content. And then I've got a trip planned for Africa. So I probably couldn't have done that. Well, I could have. I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? Doesn't matter. I mean, I won anyway. So Matthew's got here, my wife and I, our kids going Queensland to see my family for Easter. Oh, cool. Well, where's your family in where are your family in Queensland? I'm in Redcliffe in southeast Queensland. I'm about 30 k's away from Brisbane. Um, yeah, it's a great location. But you know what, guys? I think I'm going to go. Anyway, I just wanted to. Brisbane. Okay, cool. Well, hope you have an awesome time. Subscribe and check out me going to Bali and see where I end up. Who knows where I end up? But yeah, I hope to see you again, Matthew. Matthew E. Matthew Edwards. I don't know. Don't tell me your last name's fine. But anyway, nice to meet you, Matthew. Anyway, whoever's else in the background, and really for my future self, Dora, Mutiara, have an awesome time. And I hope you had an awesome time. Well, I know you had an awesome time in Bali. I know you did. And don't stress about the small stuff. You know, it'll all work out, right? And I honestly do hope that the stuff in Iran and the Middle East finishes really soon, and that less people, no more people have to get hurt and injured, and especially innocent people, right? I get to meet my brother's kid, Lavender. Oh, cool. That's exciting. That's Lavender's name. That's so weird. The timing is weird. And like that's an interesting coincidence there, guys. Just saying. I've had some really interesting coincidences today. And I'll forget about that coincidence, right? Like literally Matthew goes, I'm gonna go meet my brother's kid Lavender. And then Lavender says, that's my name. Hi. Well, welcome, Matthew. Lavender is also a fellow Australian. Alglia says, Jerry, your daughter. Jenny, your daughter. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, hello, Lavender. How are you? I'm about to go, guys. I just really wanted to, yeah, it's like a dear diary to myself, to be honest. Anyway, it's been an awesome day. Thank you for listening. Thank you. I hope you had a laugh about my toilet joke, my toilet laugh. It snapped me out of it, guys. It snapped me out of the serious thoughts of like, what if, blah, 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 blah. Are you Australian? Yes. How'd you guess? G'day, mate. Crikey. There's a koala up a tree. That's not really how I sound. Yes, she is. I do getting to meet new family members this Easter. Are you, Lavender? Where are you from? I'm in southeast Queensland. Let me show you the beach. Wherever you are from. We are in southeast Queensland. It's the afternoon here. It's 5:48. So the sunset's on the other side. We should go watch the sunset. No, we don't. All right. So this is my local beach in Redcliffe. I walk along here a lot. I will do that tomorrow morning, actually, guys. I haven't done it for a couple of days. So if you're interested in seeing the beach in the morning, subscribe. You'll check me out on a live tomorrow morning. I'll be walking along the beach, yabbering away. I'm going to Brisbane soon. Yes. Watch the sunset, please. Hi, Paul. Yeah, I don't know. Can someone Google what time the sunset is, actually? It's 5:44. If the sunset's now, I will go check it out, guys. Let me know. Tell me if someone can just Google, because I can't do it. I'm on my phone. Can someone Google what time the sunset is in Brisbane or in Redcliffe? And then I can take you to I can see the sunset. But I am going to go. Hey, Mum, how's your day going? Awesome, child. How are you going? Sam. Same. Howsan. 6:10 now. Hmm. Okay, let's drive. I'm going to put you down, guys. Okay, I'll put you there. We'll just put you there. Let's see if that works. All right, let's go. This may or may not cut out. Oh, whoops. Or the phone will just turn out. Oops. There we go. It's been really windy this afternoon, guys. Really windy. So the other side might actually be a little bit more less windy, which would be nice. Can someone tell me if I get cut off too? Because like I never know that I get cut out. So it does cut out. Can someone say, Dora, it cut out. You are no longer live. Just so I know, because otherwise I don't know. Now I should have went home and started packing. Last night I pulled out all the things that I wanted to take, or clothes-wise, and then I have to start taking some of those out. I can't take them all. So I was very smart when I was at my house when we were moving stuff around. I've put a whole lot of things in front of my cupboards at home, so I can't actually get into my cupboards at home. So I'm not taking anything from the home. I did get my hiking shoes, but I don't think I'm going to take my hiking shoes now. So I'm just going to make do with all the clothes that I took in the camper van with me. As I said, we've been renovating, so I've just got the clothes that I've been wearing every day. So anyway, we're going to go see the sunset. It's going to be sunset in 20 minutes, I think. Yeah. And actually, I do have snacks, guys. I have snacks. I have chili biltong. Love this stuff. Also, I probably should have went and put this in the fridge at home. It'll be right. Coconut mango yogurt. So bloody good. I'm not lactose tolerant, but I've started having coconut yogurt instead. It seems to be, I don't know, just better for my system, I reckon. All right, guys, we are at the beach. So we're going to watch the sunset over Clontarf. Clontarf is a suburb in Redcliffe, and you'll be able to see Brisbane City in the background. We haven't gone to see the sunset for ages, so Lavender, thank you for this idea. As I said, I haven't done it for ages, so why not? And it's not raining. Yes, it's been raining for the last couple of days, so So tonight will be day 10 of using a sauna, guys. Day 10 of using a sauna tonight. I'm actually really enjoying the sauna. What will I do without a sauna now, guys? What will I do? Okay. Ooh. I love a sunset with clouds. That's what we have, guys. Okay, where will we go? Very, very pretty, guys. Very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. But it's very, very windy. All right, where are we going to get a park, Dora? Where are we going to get a park? Why are you speaking like that? You're not French. Oh, yep. Okay, we can park here. Let me show you the beach. Why did you call me a bitch? Okay, I don't know who that is. Justin! Hello, Justin! It's been a while, Justin. There's the sunset, guys. Are we going to get out and have a look? I think we should get out and have a look. Oh, Shakira. Shakira, Shakira. No, I'm not Shakira, but thank you. Okay, keys, keys. Where are keys? Let's go outside. Oh, got a special treat for you guys. Look at this. Ask me why I have two different coloured thongs on, guys. Ask me. Oh, she's beautiful, guys. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. All right, guys. I'm going to set you up for jumping for joy. Ready? Whoops. Stay. Whoops. Did I get the jumping for joy, guys? No, you're right. Which state? I'm in Queensland. Sunny Queensland. But you wouldn't have known it yesterday. So I failed? Oh, okay. Let's go again. No, but then sometimes you say that and it did work. Is that mainly off-grid? Hey, mate, we're at today, Jim. Look, Jim. We're going to do a jumping for joy. I just did one and I think it didn't work. Well, Paul reckons it didn't work. There you go. All right. Now, the wind, don't blow over. Don't blow. That worked. That worked. Well, good morning, Jimbo. So we're referring to mainly off-grid is Jim. And we have a few Australians in the house this afternoon. We did have Andrew. We have Paul. So Andrew's in South Australia. Paul is in Victoria. Justin is like over there. Justin lives over there. We have Lavender. I'm not sure exactly where Lavender is at the moment. Guys, I think you guys know each other, don't you?
Do I need to introduce? Let me know if you don't know anyone. I'll introduce. Okay, I think Justin knows Paul. Jim's our mate from Maine in America. He lives on some property, and I find him, I was only on your live a couple of days ago actually. You were cutting up some timber. What were you making actually? You were like, yeah, you were cutting timber. I was going to ask you what you were making actually, Jim. So you got some dragon boats here. All the guys doing the dragon boats. So a lot more protected here. So that's the Woody Point Jetty. It's a beautiful view from there actually, the sunset. Beautiful view. The sun does look amazing, doesn't it? You know what, Jim? I cannot wait for sunsets. Sorry, sunrises. I haven't been watching a sunrise in months. So, well, I mean, probably what? Since August, September last year. It's 3:53 a.m. Getting ready for the gym. Go you, Jim. Bloody hell, good work. Aussies in the house. I know, there's a few Aussies in the house, Jim. Sorry, Justin. Milling timber for our new cabin. Wow, that's exciting. Cool. Who's going to own this cabin, Jim? Is it for like friends to visit? Just saying, i.e., I'll come visit. The view is very nice, isn't it? Justin's got, wow, the new Woody Point Jetty. It's not new, mate. It's been there for a long time. Long time. It's for you and the family. What? So who's going to live in it? Or is it going to be like a guest house for you guys, or is someone actually going to live in it from your family? I'd love to know a little bit more about your dynamics of your family, because I know your mum and dad live up and your brother lives somewhere there too. There's a whole lot of you. So like obviously your family own the property, and how many of you guys are living there? I'd love to know that if you don't mind me, asking. Just curious. It's very interesting, because at the moment I am living in a camper van in my friend's backyard. And one of the biggest things I've noticed is like the communal living, like, coming out of, like, for example, the other day I needed some soya sauce. So I sent Diego upstairs to go get some soya sauce off Mel. And then sometimes Mel comes down and has a cup of tea with me, or I'll go upstairs and have a cup of tea with her. Or, we just, in passing have a chat. But then at the same time, we go back to, I go back and we stay in our caravan and they stay in their house. We don't have to be in each other's faces. But it's really interesting. It's kind of really opened my eyes up to communal living. And like, obviously about a week ago, I stayed at my mum's house up in Maleny. So she has we call it a mining hut, or a donga, we call it. So she's got that set up for the family to stay in. Like, so my sister, her family, or myself and Diego. And it's got a toilet in there. So it's really quite nice. And again, it's quite nice to have your own space, but, you're near family kind of thing. And I really do like the idea of it. I mean, my mum would, if his mum's watching this, she'd be like, see, you should come move up here. But like, I don't want to live in Maleny. I'm going to be honest. I don't want to. I love where I live. Like this, I love this, guys. I love this. I love walking on the beaches in the morning. It's my happy place, right? I mean, that you can be happy anywhere, right? You can be happy anywhere, but I just know me. I'm happy right now. For me, right now, this is where I'm supposed to be. Obviously, we're just renovating our house. We're not going anywhere, Mum, just saying. Oh, I thought it'd been here for more than 15 years, Justin. I don't know. I'm not sure. Laugh. No one lives on the property yet. We are slowly building all the structures to be able to move there full time. Oh, right. So you guys don't live there full time. I actually thought you lived there full time. Right. Right. Interesting. Okay. So how long are you, do you reckon? Like, what's your timeline? What's your wish in the next 2 years? I mean, realistic wish, not like tomorrow if I have the money and win the lotto. But what's your realistic timeline? So Lavender, I hope you're there enjoying this, Lavender, because this is for you. You wanted to see the sunset, so here we are. Might as well sit down, guys. I don't need to stand up and be... I don't have to stand up, right? I can sit down. So I do like watching the sunset and the sunrise. You know what is interesting? I find that the sunrise is really fast, where the sunset is really slow. Is that a thing? Does anyone notice that, or is that just me just realising that that happens? I feel like the sunset takes a longer, and the sunrise just rises so quickly, like blink and it's already up. We have a couple small cabins and some campers now. I'm hoping 5 years, building everything by myself with the woods from the property. Right, okay, cool. Oh, well, I hope that happens for you. I'm sure it is. I mean, you're working towards it anyway. Yeah, wow, that's awesome. So how far are you guys from the property? How far is the property from your houses? Or from your house specifically, Jim? I really like when people walk past because the light look at that, that's so cool. Heading into gym. Yeah, see you, mate. Have a good day, mate. Have a good workout, hey? Work it. Gotta build those muscles to keep on, working on the land, hey? Lavender, where are you? Though, Lavender, if you're not even seeing this, it doesn't matter. I'm enjoying this. Thank you for the thought to do this. It's very, very nice. It's kind of really quite a nice way to finish my day. It's been such a beautiful day. Considering, half an hour ago I was crying. But they were happy tears, right? Happy tears. And now here, look at me, watching this. Oh, that dog is huge. Guys, I'm just going to take a photo, guys. So, guys, just letting you know, it's going to start buffing for a second. I'm going to take a photo, guys, outside of the app. Just give me a second. Back. Okay, so we've got a new person to the chat. Cullen. It's 4 a.m. You must be in, I don't know, where are you? 4 a.m. You're in the UK, maybe? No, in the States. Okay, you must be in the States. Because if you're in the UK, it'll be the afternoon in the UK. No, it's not. What is it? Oh, I'm so confused. I don't know. Where are you from, Cullen? I'm going to have a guess. You're in America. East Coast. Okay. East Coast. New Jersey. I don't know. Where are you from? If you want to join, let us know. Massachusetts. Cape Cod. Oh, here we go, guys. It's going to just drop behind the mountain. Do you want me to zoom in or zoom out? I think it looks better zoomed out, right? Yeah, that looks way better. I love the clouds. That looks so pretty. West Virginia. West Virginia, Mountain Mama. I should stop singing. Okay, guys, give me a second. There you go. There goes the sunset, guys. Sunset on the 10th of March. Dora, beautiful day. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you for the blessings today and the reminders that you're on the right path, Dora. You are on the right path. Follow your intuition. It's never got you wrong. It really hasn't. Follow your intuition. Don't get on the bandwagon. Don't go into the fear mongering that's happening at the moment. Just, follow your intuition, Dora. You can't go wrong. You got to cover my budgies, Laura Keats, up. I'll stay with it. Where are you from? Phoenix. This is southeast Queensland, a place called Redcliffe. Brisbane City's over there. You can see Brisbane over there. You can actually see the sunset over there is actually glimmering on one of those buildings. That's Brisbane City, and this is the sunset over Clontarf. And the beautiful, that would be, what's those range called? It's not the Daintree, my God, it starts with D. I don't know. The other side is Kilcoy, basically. But anyway, I can't remember the name. But that's beautiful, guys. Enjoy. Have a blessed evening or morning or day or afternoon or wherever you are in the world. I hope this feeling of thankfulness and gratitude can rub off on you and that you have an awesome day, evening. And there it goes. All the seagulls are... Oh, someone's feeding seagulls. Don't feed seagulls, people. Don't feed them. All right, there it goes, guys. See you, Paul. I'm heading off, Dora. I will see you next live or in Bali, whichever comes first. I will see you soon, mate. Phoenix is from India. Cool. Whereabouts in India are you from? Whereabouts are you from India? I went to India about 8 years ago and loved it. India, and your food in India is amazing. Indian food in other countries, I'm in Australia, is nowhere near as good as it is in India. And your food there is amazing. Your street food is amazing. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Thanks for being here. Sunset is... Oh, so look at it. It's still going, guys. That's amazing. It's still going. Seagulls, 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 seagulls. The seagulls are getting fed. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. That is gorgeous. See you, Justin, mate. Have a good one. Bye.